Good morning, Nashoba. Megan and Elena here to bring you the latest Nashoba updates. Coming up, an exciting cheer opportunity, DECA Shoe Drive information, and a Lipped Up update. That and so much more on this edition of Nashoba News.
Last week, it was announced that our very own school won a Twitter contest for the best football program. As a reward, last Wednesday, Nashoba's varsity cheerleading team went on the 103.3 AMP radio station in Brighton for an exclusive interview with DJ JD. They took over the whole hour between 8 and 9 p.m. The girls promoted the football game against Fitchburg while entertaining the audience. Way to show off your chieftain pride, ladies.
The annual Best Buddies Friendship Walk is coming up, Nashoba, so don't forget to sign up. The link is on the Chieftain Press homepage. The walk will start at 10 a.m. on October 20th at the Lancaster Fairgrounds. Join the Best Buddies on the walk to show some school spirit. Take a look at some of Best Buddies as they explain what the program and the walk means to them.
Acceptance, friends. What friendship is like to me is like when people feel like outcasts, like people with intellectual disabilities, they find best buddies. They come here and find a buddy, and everyone is a winner in Best Buddies.
Friendship means to me that I have best buddies, so I have lots of friends that I don't think I would have without best buddies.
I'm hanging out with my friends.
Best buddies.
Friendship walk. Be there.
Class plays are back. Sign-ups are going now. They can be found on the Nashoba Drama Facebook group and in the Nashoba Drama Google Classroom. Happy casting and let the games begin.
Get ready to get your dancing shoes on, as Nashoba Stuco will be holding the annual homecoming dance on Saturday, October 13th. Tickets will be sold at lunch for $10 and at the door for $15. The attire will be semi-formal, and we can't wait to see everyone there. Here's a promotional video to get you ready for a fun-filled night.
It truly changed my life forever.
Hands down, the best high school experience I've ever had.
There's no other school that compares to ours when it comes to homecoming.
If you're not here on October 13th, where even are you? Are you even a chieftain if you don't go to homecoming?
Do you even have school spirit if you don't go?
Open up the champagne, pop. It's my house, come on.
Homecoming is so fun if you're there with everyone. Tickets are 10 at lunch, 5 more at the door. Attire is semi-formal. If you're not, you'll be abnormal. Homecoming, October 13th, 7 to 10.
Open up the champagne, pop.
It's that time of year again for the PSAT exam at Nashoba on October 13th. The test is open to all sophomores and juniors and costs $30. Registration is now open and will continue to be open until October 5th. If you sign up after October 1st, there will be a late fee.
The Nashoba girls basketball team is inviting everyone to Twin Springs Golf Course on October 20th for the fun night of Glow Golf. Come help the girls raise money for the big game on January 6th, where they will play on the parquet at the TD Garden. Don't forget to tell your family and friends so they don't miss out on a fun night.
If you missed this last week, the fall play has been chosen and the cast is set. Mark your calendars for November 16th, 17th, and 18th as our talented actors will perform the classic holiday play, A Christmas Carol. Now to Trinity and Sammy for this week's National Day segment.
Today is National Good Neighbor Day.
Is that right?
Sure is. This day was created to acknowledge and celebrate the importance of a good neighbor.
That is really something.
Not only is it important to acknowledge a good neighbor, it's also important to be a good neighbor yourself.
It's true. You never know when you'll be in need.
People affected by the recent gas explosions in Lawrence and those affected by the hurricanes in the Carolinas can attest to how important having and being a good neighbor can be.
That's right. Don't forget to say hi to your neighbors today and every day.
It might just make their day.
Sending it back on over to Elena and Megan.
Thanks, Sammy and Trinity. This past Wednesday was our school's Ally Day, where participants wore all rainbow colors to show their support for the LGBT plus community. Let's see what the Ally Day means to the GSA Club here at Nashoba.
What Ally Day means to me is to just support the LGBTQ plus community.
Ally Day means to me is kind of like showing who really supports everyone and who really cares.
I feel like not enough people know about the LGBTQ community and like their struggles. I mean, they know they exist, but they need to know more about them. And I feel like Ally Day is a good way to kind of spread awareness, you know, that kind of thing, kind of get people into the knowledge about that.
The GSA is always open to new members coming in, so you can come whenever you want. We're very flexible with time.
Thanks for that story, guys. Starting on October 1st and running till the 9th, DECA is holding a shoe drive supporting the St. Francis House, a local homeless shelter. As you start to get your winter gear out, donate any old closed-toed shoes and boots to the boxes in the office or to the Bolton Public Library. All donations are much appreciated.
Now let's take a look at the Teacher Spotlight video.
Lots of great things are happening in our classrooms in Nashoba. This week, the spotlight is on Miss Rocha's 5-minute book talk.
So ladies and gentlemen, if I could have your attention, today's book chat focuses on Trevor Noah's memoir entitled Born a Crime. So you guys probably know who Trevor Noah is.
Miss Rocha shines a light upon books that might hook students on great stories. In these 5-minute talks, this lovely teacher is taking time from teaching to spark interest in stories and to get students reading. If a student is interested in a book, they can ask Miss Rocha if they can borrow it from her class library. It is teachers that implement things like this that truly incorporate the joy of learning in the classroom. Thank you, Miss Rocha, for inspiring students through literature.
Check back over the next few weeks for more Teacher Spotlight stories. Now to sports with Emily and Adriana.
Hey Nashoba, welcome to All Things Sports. Our Chieftain football team is off to a great start again this year. They're currently 3-0 after this past Friday when Nashoba won against Fitchburg with a score of 32-2. Make sure you come out and support the boys in all of your Hawaiian attire tonight. Let's check out an interview with some of the players and Coach Tucker to see how they play or how they feel about the game and the rest of the season.
Last week, I mean, we always, prepare for our opponents pretty hard. I think, our whole staff works really hard. Our kids do an excellent job, listening to the game plan, and we executed well.
I don't know. We game plan a lot to either run the ball or pass the ball. It's our type of offense. So it all comes down to what happens. With what they give us, and they just gave us a good opportunity to pass the ball along. So
I think the coaches do a good job game planning too, watching film and having a sense of what the other teams are going to be doing, and then setting us up for a good game plan that we can go into.
Our preparation, worked well and was effective for so far.
It really struck us, but
it wasn't a pick.
We were able to get through it.
We got to keep working. We're not done yet. We still got work to do.
Marlboro next week, come for you. Yeah.
Last week, we always, prepare for our opponents pretty hard. I think, our whole staff works really hard. Our kids do.
The girls volleyball team has really started off the season strong as they are currently hold a 7-2 record with the recent wins. They beat Air Shirley on Monday and then took down Fitchburg the next day. Come support the Nashoba girls volleyball team at this Tuesday at 6:15 for their annual Pink Night themed game. All the money made from the game will be going to the American Cancer Society. Hope to see you there and make sure you wear pink.
Girls field hockey faced Wachusett last Friday and won 5-1 and currently hold a 3-0 record. The team also played Westford Academy at home last night and come out victorious, up with a score of 6-0, with the strong performances by Natalie Brown and Gigi Fay. On Monday, they will travel to Shepherd Hill for a 7 p.m. game. Don't forget to go out and support the girls.
The girls soccer team has had a great season so far with a recent shutout against Lincoln Sudbury. Congrats to freshman goalie Julia Cody for her first shutout as a Chieftain. Way to go, Julia, and the entire girls soccer team, who now have a record of 3-1, as they defeated Groton last night with a score of 4-0. The boys soccer team played yesterday against Groton Dunstable and came up short in a very close game with a score of 3-2.
This Monday, the boys and girls cross country teams both traveled to Marlborough, where they won. Cross country now boasts a 2-0 record as they prepare to compete this coming Tuesday.
The golf team currently holds a 5-3 record and have won 2 out of the 3 last matches. The team play Wednesday against Groton Dunstable, unfortunately lost by 2 points. Well, that's all for this week, Nashoba Sports. Now back to Alina and Megan.
Just a reminder, there's an SAT prep class going on Thursdays for math and Saturdays for English. The fee is $175 and will include the prep book. See guidance for more details.
Nashoba is getting ready to produce and film another lip dub. The school-wide Spirit Project allows for a large group of Nashoba students to work together to plan, organize, and produce a project which will promote spirit and leave a small legacy for students to look back on fondly. The lip dub will be filmed on Tuesday, November 20th before the Thanksgiving break.
Attention seniors, don't forget to sign up for the class of 2019 Google Classroom. The class code is 24BTI8H. It will be posted outside the room 329 for your convenience. Important information about senior portraits was recently posted. Please remember that even if an outside photographer takes your senior portrait, you are still required to have a life touch take your photo as well.
Well, that's it for today. We will be back in 2 weeks for our next edition of Nashoba News. Until Friday, October 12th, we hope you follow us on Twitter and Instagram and read our recent articles on the Chieftain Press. Stay tuned for the pledge. Happy Friday, everyone.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.